आपको first wish करिए, ठीक है उसको?
हाँ सर.
You first wish, after that तो आपको door खोल के ऐसे करें, आपको welcome in तो से पहले please come in तो सेठी को भी thank you. सेठी को कि ऐसे ठीक है कि first you wish good afternoon नमस्कार जय करिए, then they will receive okay. Okay, we will.
Sir, out there was it?
No, just kali mind रखना है, है ना? Okay. Give me a brief introduction.
Sir, my name is Avilash-Aarohan. I am from Balangir district, and sir, I did my BTech in mechanical engineering from ITR college, and sir, presently I am working as a batch coordinator in a reputed coaching institute in Delhi, Vision IS. And sir, my family consists of my father, who is retired master technician, and my mother is a homemaker, and two elder sisters who are married.
Okay. So tell me something about your home district.
So my home district Balangir, so it comes under the KBK region, one of the poorest region in whole India. And so there are many problems like education level, literacy level is very low, about 65% lower than the national average, and the women literacy rate is about 50%, much lesser than the national average. And the irrigation problem is also there because no direct river flow is also there to Balangir. And so MMR and IMR rating Balangir is also quite high. And about some good landmarks, we have Gandhamardan Pahad, which is a Narsingnath and Harishankar tourist destination is there.
Okay, please sit. Please.
Thank you, sir.
Eye contact 100%. Yes. 100%. Okay. So you said that you are already in a particular job. So what is the reason you want to change the job and come to civil services? Any specific reason?
So for any job that I am going to work for more than 30 or 35 years, I always consider that there should be work diversity. And also, being a BDO or a deputy collector, my work will be implementation of government schemes that will directly impact the lives of people, and that will give me a greater satisfaction in working and always motivate and I can work with dedication, sir. And it also gives a good position in the society and the status working in civil service.
Okay, but suppose you don't get OS, you get OPS or ORS, then what will happen?
Sir,
will you join?
Yes, sir, I'll surely join.
You'll join if you get ORS also, you'll join?
Yes, sir, I'll join.
Okay, but your salary there would be much more?
Sir, but salary is not the only motivation, sir.
Apart from the monetary considerations, what are your other motivations for
So like even if I join in ORS, I will first start as additional collector and then also I will be working in implementation of the government schemes, and the same thing will motivate me, like whatever work I do, that will have a direct impact on the lives of people.
Okay, so tell me something about the recent decision of Government of India to get some artillery guns from different countries. After the Bofors scandal, we have not purchased artillery guns. So we have zeroed in on 2 or 3 countries, and we have already placed orders with one of them. So just tell me which are these countries and with which country we have placed the order.
Sorry, sir, I cannot recollect this at this moment.
Okay. Recently, within this week, there was an accident in, with a naval ship. Do you remember where the accident took place? And
no, sir. I cannot recollect.
Okay. So tell me, what are the major reasons for the growing drug or substance abuse in our society? Especially the youth are taking to drugs. So what is your opinion? What are the reasons and how can it be prevented at a family level?
So the major reason is actually, one of the reasons is cultural isolation. We are at a stage where there is globalization at one end, but also we cannot leave our traditional society. So we are at the middle stage or at the fence. We cannot go either this way or that way. So there is a disturbance, or there is no clarity in the minds of youth. So whenever they're getting any failures or anything, they're getting used to drug abuse. Also due to globalization and greater connectivity between countries, the accessibility of drugs is getting easier. Like in states like Punjab, and also due to our India is situated between countries where drug supply is quite high, like Myanmar and some of the southeastern countries, and also Afghanistan, sir. And the solution towards it is, first and the most important solution can be moral education right from the school level, sir. And the second solution could be the police system should be very stringent, and we have to catch hold of the supply and stringent measures so that supply can be get hold of, sir.
Okay, so tell me something about your social problems faced in your home district.
So social problems in Balangir, first major social problems is women empowerment. The MMR rate is one of the highest in all India, sir. So for that we need women empowerment. Literacy rate, as I told you, sir, it is 50%, much lesser than the national average. Also other social problems are the tribals of Balangir. Tribals are not empowered, or they are not marginalized. They are marginalized and not mainstream into the society.
Okay. Tell me something about the Parliament. Okay. So the Parliament of India, right? Do you know who designed the Parliament building?
So I don't know exactly, but with your permission, can I guess?
Yeah, sure.
Sir, Newton Beckers?
Okay. So there is a place in Delhi known as Latins Delhi.
Yes, sir.
Okay. What is the specialty of that place? Latins Delhi.
Sir, I don't know, sir.
Who was this Latin?
So he was a German architect who designed most of the parliament and the Rashtrapati Bhavan. So he was famous, sir.
Okay. So tell me something about the nuclear policy of India.
The nuclear policy of India is one of the most progressive and futuristic policy. It says that no first use policy. We won't use nuclear armament until and unless someone attacks us. And this gives a positive step, because it helps India in non-proliferation of nuclear armaments, and also say that we'll use only nuclear for civil purposes like generation of electricity from nuclear power plants.
Okay. So tell me, where is the first titanium production plant of India? Where did it start? Just before 1 month.
So I don't know, sir.
Okay. So tell me something about the news you have read in today's newspaper. Have you read about some cyclone?
Yes, sir. Cyclone Varda
Yes.
hitting the southern parts of Andhra Pradesh and Chennai.
Okay, fine. So can you tell me regarding the cyclones, how the cyclones are named? What is the system of naming of cyclones? So who named this cyclone as Varda?
Actually, sir, I don't know exactly, but I can collect some of the things if you're permitted.
Yeah, sure, you can.
So the naming actually circulates among some of the Southeast Asian countries, and different countries according to whenever they get chance they name it. That all I know, sir.
Okay. So tell me something about the fertilizer, the misuse of fertilizers, subsidized fertilizers. Okay, misuse of subsidized fertilizers for industrial purposes, and how the government has checked that problem.
So fertilizer was mainly meant for the improvement of productivity of the soil, but due to the lacuna in our subsidy schemes, the fertilizers are mostly urea based. But nowadays we saw that, and it was there in the economic survey of 2014, 15 and 16 also, that most of the fertilizers are shipped to the industries. rather than farmers using it. So now the government has taken measures like neem coating of fertilizers, which could not be used in industries.
Okay.
And also it is also told that it will the neem urea based subsidies will be gradually rationalized.
Okay. So apart from urea, what are the urea is what? It is a
Nitrogen based subsidies.
nitrogen based fertilizer.
Yes, we have a ratio NPK.
NPK. What is PNK?
Phosphorus and potassium.
Okay. Do you know what should be the ideal ratio between NPK in the soil? Okay. Why?
4:2:1, sir.
Okay. Why are the farmers more interested in urea based fertilizers?
So because it is considered that Indian soil is lacks in nitrogen content, sir.
Okay. And what about pricing?
So yes, urea price is most subsidized. That is why they easily get at less price. So that is why they mostly content to urea based subsidies.
Okay. So India, which sector of the economy contributes maximum to our GDP?
So service sector.
Services sector. Okay. So tell me, what are the major problems related with the services sector, and why is services sector, or you can just compare the employability or the employment generation capacity is maximum in which sector?
So employment generation capacity or the employment at present, sir?
At present it is known, but capacity to add more employment.
So the capacity to add more employment is maximum in actually manufacturing sector, but we cannot. India is not actually utilizing that capacity to its optimum level. But at present, maximum employment is in agriculture sector still now.
Okay.
And maximum GDP is contributed by services sector. But the problem in services sector is most of this employment is in the unorganized sector to about 92% or 93%. And what is the problem in unorganized sector is that they don't get social benefits like holiday or pension schemes, and their income also don't get is not under the tax limit, so the government's tax is also reduced.
Okay. Since you have talked about taxes, tell me something about the direct tax reforms. What government is planning for the direct tax reforms? Indirect tax reforms, it is the GST. For direct tax reforms, what the government has planned, and till now what it has done?
So direct tax reforms, government had earlier planned to come with a direct tax code, but the finance minister, Mr. Arun Jaitley, said that most of the reforms could be initiated through GST only, and he said that direct tax reforms can be enhanced by improving our tax base. And this process of demonetization and going to a cashless economy, where most of the unorganized sector can be considered under the can come under the organized sector, then the tax base is sure to increase, and it would be an indirect reform to tax direct tax code.
Okay. So tell me something about your hobbies.
So my hobbies are anchoring, hosting events. This is my hobby, sir.
Okay, anchoring and
Hosting events, sir.
Okay. So what are the events that you have basically hosted?
So I'm hosting since my school days, all annual days and sports competition. During my college days, I hosted all annual days events, and the crowd was even somewhere more than 1,000.
Okay. So tell me, what are the major responsibilities of a host or a compounder, or what we call master of the ceremony?
So his major responsibility, he should have a very good communication skill, and that communication skill should not be like that he should only speak, but he should interact. And the second major responsibility is that he should be aware about the audience. If it is a youth audience, how should he speak? If it is a formal audience, or he is in a meeting and he is hosting a meeting of government or any private sector, then how should he speak? And he should have also aware about all the events to be organized. If it is a marriage event, or if it is a event like a college function, he should be completely aware about all these things.
Okay. So what is, you have said that you are working, okay, currently. What is your work profile now? What are your responsibilities?
So my responsibilities as a batch coordinator and assistant teacher is that main teacher teaches the class on the offline basis, and I sit in front of the computer and I tackle all the online students of the institutes, those who are all over the India, and whatever doubts they ask, I clear it immediately online, and also I correct all the assignments given to the students by the teacher, and also coordinate the batch, what timing and what are the classes to be held today. All these are my responsibilities.
Okay, so that helps you also in your preparation?
Yes, obviously, because every class, whatever may be the class of polity or economy, I have to come prepared, because after the class mostly the students ask the doubt to the teacher, main teacher, or they ask me, and even I have to come prepared because I have to get their assignments corrected. So if I don't have knowledge, I cannot correct it properly.
Okay, good. So how did you get to this job? Like, you were preparing there and you...
Yes, sir, I was preparing there. No, I was not preparing. My preparation is based on self-study, sir.
Okay.
But due to, so that I can support myself financially and also continue the studies, so I got through it.
Okay. So you see, preparing for civil service is a very expensive thing,
yes,
especially in Delhi. There are many people who don't have the financial resources to go and to stay in Delhi, right? So, is coaching in today's world of information technology, is coaching indispensable for success? What is your opinion?
So in my opinion, coaching is not at all indispensable, because today's IT has revolutionized in such a way that we can sit at home and learn many things. Suppose they are Google, and about civil service I have come to know about some good websites like IS Baba, Insights, and even if my institute Vision IS, they also provide online courses, online materials. So we need not to go Delhi, and we need not centralize this process of preparation. It should be decentralized so that poor people from rural areas can also participate in our governance systems.
Okay, suppose you get into civil services,
yes,
become an OS officer. So, suppose one of your friend or one of your rural friends gives you an idea that in your free time, whatever little free time you have, will you help the poor students in teaching them, how to prepare for civil service and take some classes. Yes. Suppose you are posted in interior Kalahandi, yes, okay, and there, as a OS officer, will you be interested in doing something like this?
Yes, sir. Obviously, I'll be interested because I have a little bit interest in teaching, and when I get that type of opportunity, I'll certainly do it, sir.
Okay, fine. That will be the end of the interview. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.